I'm not like my dad. I'm smarter than him. Better than him.
What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Monet, and we are locked in. The finale for Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3 is here, and man, let me tell you, they left us on the biggest cliffhanger. We don't know what the hell happened at the end of this, but what we do know is during this episode, there's a lot of running around. There's a lot of backstabbing. There's a lot of you tell on this person to tell on this person to get this person out of the trouble, to help me out, to help you out, and I'll help you out only if it can help me out. So if you're not following me, I'm gonna break it down for you so you understand exactly what's going on in this finale. Now, before we jump into this and we break down this Power Ghost Season 3 finale, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, then hit your subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. Now, make sure you tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, for the live after show discussion for the finale of Power Book 2 Ghost. So let's go ahead and jump into this and see if Tariq, the Tejadas, and everyone else going to figure things out in the finale. We start the episode off showing each character at their crossroads moment. We seen Lauren at the house. We seen Effie getting put into booking. We seen Tariq in the hospital waking up from his coma. I never seen anyone get their blood drawn after being knocked out. We got Diana trying to figure out who she is. Monet's putting a gun in her boot. So you know there's going to be a lot of action in this episode. And right now, everyone, and I mean everyone, is trying to figure out what is their next move. We know that Brayden took out Uncle Lucas because of the Ponzi scheme. Because of everything he's done, it was going to come back onto Weston. Tariq, he's just waking up and he's letting them know, man, it's really me and you, Brayden, at this point, because somebody gave up the information to Tommy to come and get my mom. And now I don't know where she is. I was knocked out and I'm in here. If you got a gun on you, let me get that, because I need to find out where Tommy Egan is and I need to handle that. Now, he wants the loyalty from Brayden to continue to roll in because F is for family. And right now, this is the only family Tariq has, because we don't know where Grandma and Yaz are. They've been picked up. Tasha's gone, and we don't know where the hell Tommy is. Monet put a gun in her boot, rightfully so, because she's going into the warehouse to talk to Noma, and she's letting Noma know, I know that you have a problem out here in these streets. Jamaica Ad Boys, they gone. Weston Holden, shut down. I'm the person that's here to fix your problems. Now you hear Obi in the back saying, none of your kids trust you, Monet, so why can we trust you to run this operation? And Monet is saying, listen, if you guys put me in charge of this, I guarantee we're going to get things up and running. We always been asking, when was Monet and Noma going to come in contact with each other? Well, we see it. And at this moment, they're putting together a business deal, so money will start coming in. And right now, they have to be low key, but Monet says she can guarantee that this money, these drugs, everything will work out smoothly if you place her in charge. Just like Monet, Tariq has a gun that he got from Brayden. And where does he go? Kate Egan's house. You remember Kate, Tommy's mother. Oh, hey Tariq, I remember you. Hey, how you been? Tariq didn't come here to play. It's not no meet and greet. This isn't let's get reacquainted. Tariq has a gun and he's looking for Tommy. Now she tells him Tommy isn't here because he's never here. Put the gun down, Tariq. Let me talk to you. She offers him a glass of Hennessy. He declines. Then she starts to explain what actually happened. She said that there was a woman with red hair that came over with a letter to give to Tommy. Now, she didn't remember the lady's name. She just said it was like Monique or something. But the first thing we thought of, red hair, that's got to be Monet. So now Tariq believes that Monet was the one to bring the letter. And he tells Kate, if you could tell Tommy that Monet brought him a letter, tell Tommy I'm looking for him. Back at the warehouse, the showdown that we've been waiting on, Monet versus Noma, well, they start asking the questions. And before we can get into any business and putting Monet in charge, Noma says, what happened to Dante, my fiance? And she shows that $5.5 million ring, and it still had a drop of blood on it from when she cut the lady's hand off. And Monet, she keeps it real. She says, are we going to let a man get in between you and I? Between our business? Forget all that. You can have him. Whatever you want, you got that. Now, Noma realizes that the business still needs to run. One monkey doesn't stop the show. That's what they say. And guess what? Dante's gone. There's tons and tons of bricks in his warehouse. These two got to partner together. Now, you do hear Monet say, hey, Zeke was my son. Dante was his father. I tried to protect my kid from this. If you got any kids, you should do the same, Noma. Noma turns to Obi and says, one thing I can agree with you, Monet, is business needs to continue, but what I won't deal with is deception. She turns to Obi. She stabs Obi. Well, she slices the side of his face and she tells him, you're still going to work for me. You're still going to work for me. Even though he was stalling her out. The Justice League is still trying to put together this RICO, the attempted murder on Effie, and they figured the plan is if we can bring Effie down on this attempted murder, get Lauren to go up there and testify, then we bring Diana in for the RICO, lock her up, we have a connection for all of this, Effie's gonna fold, Diana's gonna fold. The only thing is we have to get Lauren aboard to actually take the stand and go to a grand jury to indict Effie on this attempted murder. Now, you hear Jenny saying that Tariq was responsible for Sack's death, even though he wasn't. Theo did it. Lauren is listening to all of this, and we know that she's gullible. And at this point, I don't know why she doesn't have a lawyer, but she's here and she's agreeing to cooperate and turn in Effie, take the stand and say that she was the one that tried to kill me. Now that we got things in order, Monet Tejada is in charge of the Three Stooges plus Drew. She pulls up with Obi and she lets everyone know I'm in charge. Drew hears this and he doesn't want any parts of it because we seen what happened last week. Kane is like, chill. She said, all right, Drew, Kane, you're in the streets. Brayden, you and Tariq, you'll figure it out, but Tariq, let me talk to you. Once she takes Tariq outside, she pulls a gun on him and tells him, listen, neither one of your girls, Effie, we got to get rid of her. Lauren, we got to get rid of her because she feels like if either one of them get to talking, it's over with for everybody. But the main reason she pulled the gun on Tariq is because she felt like he told Kane that Lorenzo killed Zeke, even though Tariq didn't have nothing to do with it. Monet walks off. Tariq gets ready to pull his gun, but Obi tells him, hey, you better chill, bruh. You better chill. We can't do that right now. I told you all there's going to be a lot of running around, and as Tariq leaves the spot, mad at Monet, Tommy cuts him off and tells him to follow him because he has a few things to talk to Tariq about. Also, he told Tariq, don't do anything stupid. And the reason he tells Tariq to not do anything stupid is because, listen, you got the drop on me, but I don't know where your mom is. And if you're going to make it out of this game, Tariq, you got to be smart. They jump us into the flashback scene so we can actually see what happened that night after Tasha knocked Tariq out. Now, the reason she did this was to save her, Tariq, and Tommy. She wanted to squash the beef between Tommy and try to bring the family back together. Because remember, Ghost is dead. It's over with. There's no one else but us. Now, Tommy, he's like, damn, you had the drop on me just like Tariq did, but you didn't kill me. And we know that Tasha told on Tommy, but these two, they realized that, hey, this isn't what they need to do. Tommy tells her about JP and his nephew D-Mac, and he's saying, I really want this all to stop, Tasha. Now, the police are coming. They go their separate ways. But at least for now, the beef is squashed. Tasha went her own way. Tommy, he went his own way. And now he's talking to Tariq and trying to tell him to be smart in these streets. Tommy gives him the play and lets him know, I'm dead in New York City. I can't help you out, but you need to figure it out and move correctly. You either a civilian or you're in the game. There's no in between, Tariq. And if you want to survive, figure it out. Now this has Tariq sitting here wondering what is his next move and how is he going to get out of this. Things are looking up for one character at least, Rashad Tate, Congressman hopeful. Well, it's looking like on the news, if he gets this, oh, he's going to make it. If he gets New York City, more than likely he's going to make Congress. Everyone's in here chilling. He's like, don't jinx me. But the only way that he's going to make this work is if he does it right. If you're not going to do it right, don't do it at all. Rashad Tate takes one knee. Harper, will you marry me? She says yes. And man, we about to be a congressman. We about to get married. Things are looking up for Rashad Tate. Even though he's the one that told on Weston Holdens, he had to do it because that's the ethical thing. After last week, the Tejada kids, they've been figuring out that Monet has always been the problem. Now, Drew and Kane, they've always been close, but they start to have a little separation here. Kane's going at Drew, telling him you're not going to be an NBA housewife. Drew is saying you're a mama's boy, and Diana's trying to be the level-minded one in between them and saying Monet is the problem, not us. So she stops the two brothers, and Kane says, listen, we are in the dope game. That's what Tejadas do. We got to figure it out, and that's it. There's no in between. Now I got something to do. Y'all make sure y'all hold it down. And we start to see Drew and Diana. They've been working on a plan on their own behind everyone's back. It's basically F everyone. Let's figure out how to get Tariq to take out Monet and Kane to take out Tariq so we can go on with our lives. And man, hey, we get Monet out the picture. We're good to go. You remember Diana was the one that told Whitman she's the cancer. The Weston house, they're still trying to figure out how exactly they're going to combat everything that's going on. We hear Brayden's mom talking about she can't walk down the streets without people heckling her. And guess who shows up? Kane, Tejada, and his mama, and they came to collect. Now you hear Richard saying, I don't have any money on me. I can't pay anybody back. Well, they start stealing artwork. They even take the watch off of Trace's hand by force. Now the family's looking at Brayden and saying, why didn't you leave this life? And Brayden is telling them Uncle Lucas was the most dirtiest criminal we've ever met. And you guys are questioning me. Brayden walks out. You know work never stops in the Power Universe, and Tariq has to meet up with none other than his lawyer, Davis. Now Davis is saying, Tariq, what the hell are you doing? You wilding out here. We can't be doing that. Not right now. And Tariq, he has been level-headed, and he's been trying to put 2 and 2 together. It's been coming out to equal 4. But as of right now, he does give Davis the information that Tate has something to do with Weston Holden's coming down, and Davis said he'll handle that. But as of right now, we got to do something about Effie. If Effie talks, then it's going to be over for us. If she gets indicted and goes down for this attempted murder, we're all tied in for it. So he's asking Tariq, will Effie listen to you? And Tariq is saying, yes, she will. I just got to get in there. So David said, all right, let's do this. You go in there and you convince Effie to do what she got to do. Stay in here and just wait. And then if you can get Lauren to change her mind, we can get out of this clean. Effie ends up getting transferred, but in her new cell, up under the pillow, there's a cell phone and it says, Monet is coming for you, watch your back. Later on that day, another inmate comes in there with a shank and they're trying to give Effie that stab him up business. Effie fights her off. Guards come in, they break it up, and right after this fight, they just take her down there because she has a visitor. So Effie went through hell in a cell, and now she has to talk to none other than Tariq St. Patrick. And we just heard Davis tell him, convince Effie to just sit in jail. After the 5 days, when the grand jury comes through, if we can get Lauren to flip also, then we'll be good to go. Because if Effie makes bail, if she goes ahead and posts that and get out, then the DEA, Jenny Sullivan, they're going to come up with some different charges to try to throw her back in jail. And that way the whole case will still be there. Now, what Tariq is saying is, Effie, I'm here for you, but I need that picture. If you can give me the picture of Noma's daughter, then we can make this work. I can get us from up under Noma and we're good to go. Effie, she's a little smarter than that. She tells Tariq straight up, I know who Noma's daughter is, but I'm not going to get out of here unless you get me out of here, Tariq. And once you get me out of here, then I'll give you the picture. So right now, she got some leverage over Tariq, and Tariq's like, damn, I really did need that picture. Because at this point, I'm thinking Tariq is worried about his family more than he is anybody else. Our 3 knuckleheads are meeting up, and Tariq is leading this operation, letting the fellas know, all right, I talked to Effie. We should be good. Now I got to convince Lauren, and we can get up out of this whole situation. Now, Kane is over here joking around talking about, let me know what time you're talking about meeting up Tariq to do this, because the time on my watch, the watch that he took from Trace, it pisses Brayden off. Tariq is like, listen, you two, calm down. I'm about to hit up Lauren and we're going to meet up with her. I just need you two to be there so you can, tell her face to face that y'all aren't going to do anything. You didn't have anything to do with it. Effie did, but we got to let her know that it's dangerous out here. So Kane says him and Drew, they can get some pictures of Lauren's family. And Brayden, you just need to show up because you were the one that had her that night. Tariq called Lauren and told her, listen, trust me. It's dangerous. You don't need to testify. If you do, it could get ugly for each and every one of us in these streets, and you don't want anything done to your family. She agrees to meet up with Tariq at the park, and when she does, she's ambushed by Tariq, Kane, and Brayden. Now Kane, Him and Drew, they went over to her parents' house, and what they did, they were supposed to get some pictures just to show that they have the family. But instead, Kane and Drew went over there, they pulled guns out, and the Baldwin family, they're sitting on the couch with a gun to their face. And at this moment, Lauren realizes that everybody is playing everybody and tells Tariq, you can't lie to me anymore. Kane reiterates, we know where your family is. We won't do nothing to them right now. But if you get out of line, Lauren, if you testify on Effie, then we'll make that happen. Now, Brayden is saying, I didn't have anything to do with that. I tried to save you. But we know he didn't. But I'm on Brayden's side because Effie had a gun and we thought that Effie was about that life. Tariq realizes that, damn, I really can't control Kane and them. When I tell them to do something, they're going to do something completely opposite. They're going to overdo it. So right now we're in a jam, and the only thing we can depend on is Lauren not testifying. The polls are closed. We finally get the official election results. Congressman for New York, Rashad Tate. Everyone's clapping it up. He's showing love to everyone, and you see Davis in the crowd. Now Davis, he knows that Tate is out here playing dirty, but hell, Davis plays dirty also. He pulls him to the side and they get to talking. He makes a threat towards Tate. Tate makes a threat towards Davis, but then they come to a mutual agreement. Davis, if you can donate some money to me, I'll go ahead and do what you asked. I'll get the charges for Diana Tejada dropped, and I'll get the feds to get off your back. Agreed? Agreed. Now, the whole time, Harper was listening to this, and she's been trying to lead Tate down the ethical route, but you know Tate can't do that. Tate has to do what Tate has to do. And right now, he done made a deal with the devil. Or should I say Davis made a deal with the devil? Or did they both make a deal with each other and they're both the devil? With the play in motion, Lauren tells Jenny straight up, I'm not dealing with anything you got going on until you do something that I want. And what I want to do is go down there and talk to Effie on my own. Now, Jenny says this is unethical and I shouldn't be doing it. But at this point, they've crossed all lines. Once Effie and Lauren meet up, this is the first time they've seen each other since Effie knocked her out and tried to kill her by pushing her into that shallow river. Now, when they get in here, they handcuff Effie, and Lauren is like, listen, I'm here on behalf of all of us. I'm trying to help us. Effie tells her straight up, I don't care about you, never did, never will. Lauren tells her, well, if you don't care about me, just know this, I'm not the same Lauren that I was. And basically insinuating that she will tell on Effie. Now we see Effie get a little sad when Lauren is leaving because she's realizing she does deserve what she's getting, and maybe Lauren was right. But all you can do at this moment is just pray and hope that Lauren doesn't say that she did this. They go straight from talking to Effie to go sit in front of the grand jury. And when they get here, Jenny introduces her and says, this is the young lady. She's on the dean's list at Stansfield. And Effie Morales, I forgot what her real name was, tried to kill her. Lauren flips the whole script and goes along with Tariq's plan and says, no, I'm not doing anything that you want me to do anymore, Jenny. You made me lie. You told me my family would be safe if I lied on Effie Morales. So everyone in the jury is looking, oh my goodness. So she was under distress and Jenny Sullivan forced her to sign that document? They're throwing this out. They're all not indicting Effie. Effie is free. Lauren is finally free to go back with her own life. And Jenny Sullivan, she goes outside. Blanca, Medina, Junior, they all look at her. How'd you let this one go, Jenny? How did you let this one go? Diana pulls up to Stansfield to talk to Tariq. If you remember, her and Drew been trying to come up with a plan. Tariq tried to pick up Effie after she got released from jail. Effie went ahead and went on her own after telling Tariq exactly who Noma's daughter was. Diana is saying, listen, Tariq, you and me, we need to set up Monet. I'm gonna act like I gotta go take her to the penthouse. You pull up, you get to shooting, we are good to go. Now you remember the initial plan was have Tariq kill Monet, Kane kill Tariq, and the Tejadas, they live their lives. Tariq is hearing this plan and he's thinking, we don't have anything else, and I am trying to get from up under Monet, since she was the one that gave Kate the letter to give to Tommy to know where my mother is. Tariq is in agreement. Lights, camera, action. Diana goes and picks up Monet, gets her in the car. Monet said, "You're not going to talk to me till we get to the penthouse?" She's like, "You killed Pa. You took Pa from us, Ma." Tariq is sitting across the street. Now, we remember early in the teaser, early before the season even started, we seen Tariq with a gun with a silencer. The plan is about to go down. Well, once they get in the car, Diana says, "Oh, I forgot something in the house," because she wants to leave Monet in there by herself. But these plans are ruined. A masked hitman pulls up right in front of him with the Uzi and starts to spray. This Porsche is eating those bullets. Tariq is looking like, "Oh Lord, what the hell is happening?" Because remember, he was supposed to be the one to do it. Now this car gets to shooting. Kane comes out, gets to shooting back. Tariq is looking, and who does he realize it is? It's Tasha. Tariq looks, Ma? She driving off, and over in the Porsche, Monet is shot up. Kane comes over there. Diana is all right, but Monet is shot up. Tasha was not playing. At the hospital, they say Monet is in critical condition. Diana, she tells Kane it was Tariq that did it. Tariq was the one that shot Ma. Kane looks at Drew and says, "I gotta go kill Tariq then." Drew said, "Yeah, Tariq gotta go." Now we get to hear the full plan of what happened between Drew and Diana and how we even got to this point. 4 days ago after the fight, when they went outside, Drew and Diana came up with a plan. She said, "We need to go ahead and start getting rid of everybody. It needs to just be us, the Tejada kids." She still had the letter from Cooper Sacks. She put on a red wig and told Drew, "Oh, I got something." Diana was the one that took the letter over to Kate and told her that Monet sent it to Tommy. "Give this to Tommy, tell him Monet sent it." So the whole time, Drew and Diana have been working behind the scenes, behind everyone's back, and they put together a play to get everyone to flip on each other so the family, well, the kids, could come out of this clean. Tasha ends up calling Tariq and telling him, "Tariq, we need to meet." And once they meet, she tells him she was supposed to kill Monet. He shouldn't have been there. It's her job to protect him. Tariq jokes around and says, "That's why you knocked me out?" She said she had to, so she could squash the beef between her and Tommy and him and Tommy. But she's saying, "Listen, I'm gonna go be with Yaz and the kids. Monet is gonna be dead. We're good to go. You go to school, you get your trust, and we great. We'll live a happy life." Tariq tells her, "I messed up. I lost it. Everything's in the Weston Holdings Ponzi scheme." Now he keeps trying to compare himself to his father, and Tasha tells him, "Listen, James was a lot of things. It may have not worked out for him, but he was smart. Very, very smart. And when it came to putting together plays, Ghost was one of the best to ever do it." From beyond the grave, Cooper Sacks still got letters going out. He ends up sending a letter to Paz. Well, it was for Junior, but since Junior ain't came to the house because he has a big case, he never got to open it. Now Paz is very excited about him pursuing his career. She gives him the letter, and when he sits down, it's a thumb drive. Now I don't know how much information is on this thumb drive, but believe me, if Cooper Sacks gave it to you, then there's a lot of photos, there's probably documents. So this is something that we're gonna have to look into. Tariq pulls up to Noma because at this point, we gotta get from up under her. And he tells her straight up, "Look, I know who your daughter is, so if you do anything to me, my people will get on your daughter's tail ASAP." And Noma's saying, "Damn, Tariq, really? You're gonna do that?" And as you can see, all the Tejada kids are here. Tariq is trying to tell Diana, "Hey, we had a good thing going on." She said, "Nope, Tariq, you killed my ma." So now the Tejada kids are playing Noma, and they also trying to play Tariq to get him out the game. But Tariq is like, "Nah, I didn't do that. I wouldn't do nothing like that." And out of nowhere, the most grimiest person that I've been telling everybody she was a suspect, Effie Morales shows up. She's working with Noma behind Tariq's back, and she told Noma about Tariq, and knowing who her daughter was, they already moved Noma's daughter, and now it's everyone against Tariq. Tariq is hurt because we've been telling him all season, don't trust Effie, but he continued to trust her and deal with her, and now it's him versus the organization. All you hear is the lights go out, pop, pop, pop. Brayden Weston shows up to save the day. He gets to shooting. He hits Kane. He tosses Tariq a gun. They shooting their way out of here. Noma, Obi, Effie, Diana, Drew, they going at it with Brayden and Tariq. Tariq and them trying to hold it down. They end up escaping up out of here. We did see Kane get hit, and we seen one of the bodyguards get hit, but it is a shootout, and we got to get on the run. And the last thing we see is Brayden and Tariq driving off. They got to get up out of here. And Brayden said, I would never leave you behind, Tariq. I may have said I wanted to be out the game, but I couldn't do that to you. And it turns out Obi hit up Brayden and said that they were trying to get Tariq the hell up out of here. He mentioned the green cards and saving his family. So Obi did a solid one to Tariq because he actually helped the family. And now Tariq is saying, I may have just started a war. And that's what Tommy said before he left. You either a civilian or you're in the game, but this ain't his battle. Tariq, this is on you. All right, there you go. The recap for season 3, Power Book 2 Ghost, the finale. Man, I'm giving this episode about an 8.5 or 9. I liked episode 9 a little bit more, but I still think this is good. Huge cliffhanger going into the next season. We need to talk about each character and what they got coming up. Also, we got the spinoff of Tommy. We seen that his teaser just dropped. Overall, this whole season, I'm giving the whole season a 9. They did their thing in season 2. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm already starting to think about theories and predictions for the next season, season 4. But hey, I'm Mo.J. Let me know what you think about it. Comment below. Make sure you tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, for the live after show discussion for the finale. 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm Mo.J. Thanks for watching. I'm out.